Look at the teams here. House of York got Richie Mathers at full-back. This is what will start. Wayne Price, Danny Morn, Paul Newlove and Danny Williams. Then Graham Steadman, as we mentioned, Chris Thorman. We've got Kylie Lulite. Now, he only just retired 12 months back. Wayne Godwin, Jimmy Thackeray, Lee Gilmore, Chev Walker and Ryan Hudson.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Like I said, I mentioned a couple of those boys. Danny Williams, a bit younger than me, and I played with a few as well.
Well, we got Lancaster, it's Lancaster, Sean Briscoe, Hull and Wigan, of course, Eddie Gardner, Chris Smith at Saints, Stuart Littler played all those games at Salford, Jamie Marshall from up in Cumbria, then Martin Gleeson and John McAtee at half-back from Saints, Adrian Morley, well, it should be, it is Adrian Morley, the legend there, Craig Ferryman, Paul Wood, and then Mick Cassidy, Lee Durant and Stephen Wild. That's the starting lineup for Lancashire.
It certainly is. It's a great side.
Well, we did have a selection of substitutes. I'll give you those as they go along and as they come into the game. But, well, if you watch the previous game between Lancashire and Yorkshire, Yorkshire won that. The War of the Roses in the NCL. Yorkshire in what's supposedly a white shirt with blue all over it. And then, of course, you got the red shirt for the Red Rose of Lancashire.
That's right. Well, obviously, Yorkshire's the white rose, but the standard of House York had a lot of blue in it as well. So that's where the blue comes from, and Lancashire predominantly red. Well,
this is on Free Sport, but once Jamie gets going on the War of the Roses, it could be the History Channel. We'll take this forward, but it's Lancashire, as you can see. Thorman looking to move that ball out to Hudson. You know, some of these players not that long ago since they played, is it?
No, I went on a tour to Fiji in Australia with Ryan Hudson. Lots of great memories. Chris Thorman played for Yorkshire as a junior kid with Chris Thorman. Good to see him out there this afternoon.
Well, Kylie has put a ball out there. Kylie Lulite way over the top, snapped up by Lancashire, and Lancashire an opportunity, first time they've had possession here, and taking it in with Stephen Wild, of course, Wigan, Salford. And at 25 at the dummy half, it's an amazing sight because we don't have a 25 on the team sheet, so but we'll guess who that one is.
Yeah, another.
Well, it could be Craig Ferryman. We'll wait to see on that. We'll get a confirmation. But, you know, some of these players here, number 18, well, that's supposed to be Mike Foster. Here comes Adrian Morley. They'll not take him on, will he? He's lasted longer than he did against Great Britain in that test at Headingley, anyway.
It certainly has, yeah. We've got to a minute 28, a lot longer. But look, great to see him all out again. And when you talk to a lot of players, when we do a lot of interviews at Rugby AM, you ask them, you know, who are your inspiration? Which player did you look up to? And it's always Adrian Morley.
Well, he is indeed, and leader on, and it is Craig Ferryman who's number 25 on his back, the hooker. Rather than a number 9. I mean, there's some older blokes as well in Yorkshire. I was saying, you're not playing at the moment. We've got Barry Heaton, Richie Barnett, Jason Netherton, Francis Maloney, Andrew Henderson, Chico Jackson, Dean Sampson, Keith Senior, Gareth Rayner, Danny Mills and Jimmy Laws.
Yeah, well, what about that pairing for two centres, Paul Newlove and Keith Senior? Wow, well, a lot of them, you have to agree to them that they can only have to do 20 minutes, so you need a good bench so they can have plenty of spells.
Well, it must be exhausting because I've only got you for half a game, and then I get Graham then I get Michael Shenton. So it's going to be a tough game, this, though, between the two sets, because I think there's a lot of pride in place, isn't there?
I think so. I mean, certainly with the amount of talking that Wayne Godwin's done, Wagger, he posts his little videos, smashing bags and telling everybody what he's going to do to him, so look out for a few big shots on him.
Well, there he is. He's just done a little dart, number 9, started the game. I did have a chat with him before, and his eyes are all fired up. He's got that space, looks like Space Invaders at the back of him.
Oh yeah, but Wayne Godwin looks like he's on another planet all the time. It's very rare we're getting back down to earth, but he's a great lad, great enthusiasm, and he's got a lot of cult supporters as well at Rugby AM. Well,
that's Mathers, Richie Mathers, of course, puts the kick in and it downfield, and I think Richie played here at Cast, didn't he? He played at Leeds.
He did, yeah, he had a spell here at Leeds. Obviously Warrington a couple of times, a little bit at Wigan and Castleford as well. Great lads, and one of the I think about 11 or 12 homegrown talents that won the first grand final for Leeds in 2004.
Well, it's going to be taken in here again by Lee Duran. Widnes and Lee, I think Lee was at. Again, look at him moving off. Paul Wood, bit of a dummy. Oh, he's straight through the gap, Paul Wood. Look at him slip it out. Well, Adrian nearly got there, Adrian Morley.
He did, yeah. That was a great player. Look at Woody, he's devastated because he's made a 20-metre break there, offloaded it 20 metres back. One step forward, 2 steps back.
Well, you know, is there Adrian Morley going forward? I mean, you know, Adrian, when you look at him, I was kind of look at his track record before, and he played 20 times for Great Britain, 30 times for Great Britain, 23 times for England. Tremendous international career.
It is tremendous. There's not, I think he's the most capped player, isn't he? Much to Gary Schofield's disappointment, because it includes the England side now as well. And it's great to recognise those players. James Graham getting his golden line, I think it is, as well, in tonight's game against New Zealand in Denver. But a great legend.
Mick Cassidy, well, he's off the pass though, and Chris Smith, former Saints man, played at Cass as well. He couldn't take it, the number 3. I mean, Eddie Gardner's only 34, you know. Should he really be playing in this?
Well, it depends where it is. I suppose legends, you've got to be at least 35, but he's sneaked in there, hasn't he? That big beard makes him look a little bit older.
Well, he's in there, and he's going to have a scrum down. And you know, you said 10 minutes. They'll start feeling this in about 3 or 4 minutes, won't they, some of these players?
I think some of them already are looking at the faces. Some good lads in there, though.
Well, I think that 18 is John McAtee. That's not Mike Foster, is it? Anyway, we'll weigh up these up as we go along. Certainly, I think the numbers are dictated by the shirts that fit, not particularly by the registration.
That's exactly right, you know, because some lads you don't see them for a couple of years and they can put on a stone or 2 or lose it as well, and you've got to wait till they get there sometimes to fit the kit on them.
Well, then they come Paul Wood, moving that to Adrian Morley, and Morley taking it in. Plenty of defenders all around him. There's no tick and pass about this, is it, at all?
No, well, that's it. I think last year we had our NCL game, our Legends game at Edinley, Carry nearly ended, finished somebody off in minute 1, and it just reminded everybody that we're not having a little friendly touch around. So, yeah, some nice little bits of contact going in.
Well, Cassidy there, ball whipped out from Ferryman, little stab in from McAtee, chases on from Briscoe, and it's just a bit long, that, Jamie.
Bit too long, isn't it? And it's a real sacrilege these days. 7 tackle rule now, obviously tap 20. Might not have done in the days of a lot of these players, but you've got to make that extra tackle now.
Well, yeah, and of course it's 10 metres is a long way. I don't think it was 10 metres when some of the players were playing. Well, a little step, a little run forward, trying to take that one in. I think that might be Danny Williams, is it?
That is Danny Mills. Danny
Mills, oh, well, that's great. He's just another guy who must have had to swap his shirts, Danny Mills, in the starting lineup. What we got there, that's Wayne Price, yeah.
Yep, cousin of Leon Price and Carl.
And going, Uncle's Wagger, looking to kick his way forward. You know, he's straight in the thick. He was saying before when he was talking to Lee Crooks, I'll just keep passing and catch. I don't want to get caught. Pass and catch.
Best way sometimes, best way.
Yeah.
And Sean Briscoe there just played in the PDRL this morning as well. Just got a good mention on the television last night.
Well, I mean, it's tremendous initiative that as well. Another pass going backwards. Hand in there. And in the end, a bit of a knock on. So Steve Wilde probably won't thank anybody for that particular pass. When do you think they'll start getting their breath back on this one, on the second win?
I think when they're back in bar after the final whistle has gone, Trevor. But it's not a bad start. It's not been too bad a contest. Nobody's scored yet, and both teams seem to be moving around.
Well, there you are, Graham Steadman, number 22. He's packing down at Loose Ford, 56 years old, steady. Played 15 years down at Castlehead, and absolutely amazing. He looks so fit that he looks like he could play now.
Yeah,
probably is playing now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a few that do, and it's always interesting as well as somebody coming to the back end of my career. I'll be 40-year-old myself in 3 years, and I wonder what I'd be like in some of these Legends games. But I think it's all about the camaraderie and the team spirit and getting back to some of them relationships.
Well, I know at 37 years old, Jamie, you could have played in this, but of course you've got more pressing things like getting fit for Leeds Rhinos.
Yeah, hopefully get myself back for hopefully another Challenge Cup semi-final or thereabouts, and into these final sort of top 8s. Hopefully that'll be fantastic again, and who knows beyond that.
Well, first penalty of the game has gone Lancashire's way. Still no score, of course, here. Yorkshire Legends against Lancashire Legends. All these players have stopped playing, maybe the exception of Paul Wood, who is muting that he might go and turn out for Whitehaven with the goodness of his heart to help that club out.
Yeah, it's fantastic. He's a great lad, Paul Wood, and I think he's played a little bit in Shrewsbury. He's had a bit of an involvement there this year. But talking about going up to Whitehaven and helping them out as well.
Well, Duran has taken that one in up towards I think that's a try line. We can just see in the background. Ball again whipped out to this right side. A little step. saw the whitewash, thought he'd have a crack for that.
Look to be lining up with a bit of a play here. They look quite well organised, this Lancashire side.
Now, a little bit of a dash from Ferryman, but as much as he thought he saw there was a gap there, his legs didn't quite go like they used to. Slipped out the back. Nicely out though for Wild. Wild trying to force his way through. If he can turn, spin. Well, there's a tackle. They nearly pulled him over the whitewash. Mathers is hanging in desperately. Well,
kind of low. I looked a little bit offside there, stealing yards. Little wide.
I don't think he was that quick when he was playing, was he,
No,
Kyle?
definitely not. No, Kyle. Well, another one. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, Kyle. Little wide.
But again, they're organising. Everybody's determined not to concede a try. That Chev Walker in the background.
Yep, he'll be coaching me tomorrow morning. He's a great coach as well. He's Chev. That next chapter of his career.
Littler then, Stuart Littler, coach at Swinton. Played a lot of his career at Salford, and then of course I think he went to Lee. So all in all, he's had plenty of experience in nearly 500 games, I think. Oh, little ball out the back.
There he is, Ryan Hudson getting in between them.
Well, Mozer's caught up with Wagger. Oh no, it's not Mozer. It's Martin Gleeson.
Oh, he's getting roughed up now. Retribution. He's not happy, Wagger. He's not happy. Moz having a bit of a laugh there. Yeah. Bless him.
Well, I wonder whether Wagger, he does so much Mickey take on Rugby AM. You wondered how many want to settle a couple of scores out here.
Oh, I'm surprised he's sticking that long. Graham Stedman with a quick tap there, enjoying himself. Like a kid at playground again.
Well, the change is coming on quick and fast. Again, a little step. Tap down. No score. We've been playing 11 minutes. For some players out there, they'll be saying that's their 10 done for the time being. But, Lee Gilmore, of course, what a career he had, a stellar career with Bradford and Wigan. Again, looking at Kylie takes it forward and then a little step, looking to get it in with Price. Everything that they are, you can see all the traits from when they did used to play, can't you? All the characteristics coming back slowly.
It never leaves them, does it? And I think that's the beauty of rugby league. People are very diverse, even in the same position, can be very different sometimes. And that's what they bring to their team, and hopefully we'll see a little bit of magic this afternoon.
Well, that was a nice little kick, stabbed through, but in the end it was taken up and taken back in quite well for Lancashire. No score at the moment. I caught that one. Did Chris Smith, I think.
You see, that would have been all right back in their day. Unfortunately, it's a couple of matches these days for Jamie Thackeray.
Well, back he goes. Here we go, look at this one. Chris Smith put the ball out, and as he tried to take it back in, Martin Gleeson. Yeah. Wagger's in there.
Gleeson's face, not happy at all.
No, he won't be. He'll be stiff as a board, won't he?
Apparently, he still does a lot of work with Salford and pre-game runs the day before he gets involved and still likes to run about, keep himself fit.
He did mention that he did have a pint of Guinness last night just to help him through, he suggested.
That's it, yeah, 1 or 2 he said, yeah, 1 or 2. Come to a Cass game last night when they obviously got that 1-point win against Wigan, and they paraded the NCL boys around the pitch, and then went back and had a couple before the match.
All went pretty well as well in that, and of course, in case you're tuning in, the Yorkshire won that one by 38 points to 12. And Littler moving it back inside for Ferryman, and Ferryman dummies, straightens. Somebody's cracked his head there.
It looks like Gilmore to me.
Yeah.
He's just walked, he sinks his back at St Helens at Knowsley Road. I thought I'd finish this game.
Well, they're having a look with him. Oh, there you go. Woody's had a go. Paul Wood gone in, tapped him on the shoulder. He's all right.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, I've just brought him a magic sponge on. Just get sponge, ice cold water down back at net. Look, couple of marigold fingers into under his neck. He'll be fine in 2 seconds. Switch his head back on. Here we are. Left, right.
Yeah, it's still attached. No problem. Well, they're enjoying themselves. Some of the sponsors and the fans. Right. He said he's okay.
Of course he is. Hard as nails, that lad. Hard as nails.
I mean, he's not put hardly any weight on Lee, has he, for the way he was playing?
He looks well. He looks well.
Well, Lancashire, I think Lancashire have had the better of this first 14 minutes, you know.
They certainly had the field position, and we thought it was going to be pretty one-sided, Yorkshire, isn't it? But they've been very good, which is good because it means it's a contest.
Oh, Gleeson, that passed a little and just couldn't take it. And the referee says it's going to be a scrum down. A hand over, which one's he given then?
Oh, it was waving. I think
it's hand over. Last ball. Well, Mick Cassidy is the man there. Here's some Yorkshire shirts, some more. Chico Hopkins there, isn't it? And Jason Netherton, Keith Senior.
Yeah, Netherton looking like Phil Mitchell from EastEnders there. Shaved his hair right off.
And Keith Senior, of course, former teammate of yours, isn't he?
Yeah, legend Keith. Yeah, I was in the very last tackle that he played. Me and Keith, I was his back row, he's my centre, and obviously when they made breaks, it was always my fault. But I learnt a lot from Keith Senior, great fella and great mentor as well.
There we go, ball again, taken in. Well, they're keeping it alive on that right side. I think that's Newlove who got it out on that far flank, Paul Newlove. It's great to see Paul Newlove, wasn't it?
It was ace. You know, just a quick message, and I spoke to Nick Fozzard. I'd been talking at a school in Wakefield, and we got talking to Paul Newlove, and I thought, you know what, I wonder if he'd be interested. And a quick question, he said, yeah, I'd love to. As long as I can have 3 or 4 tickets, I'm there.
Well, he was born in 1971, so, you know, and do your maths, what does that make you, 50?
It makes him about 46.
71, yeah?
Yeah, that's 10 years older. I was born in 81 at 36, so
there you go,
36, yeah.
So, you know, it's to be playing in this, and it's full tackle. There's no shirking anything. There's no tick and pass. There's no oxygen tent. There's nothing really.
There's no oxygen, is there? Some of them have got some very ropey old boots on as well that they've never been updated since they retired.
And anybody wondering there, Jimmy Lawes hasn't got his shirt on upside down. He is playing in a number 6 and not a number 9.
You don't argue with Jimmy. If he wants a number 6, he can.
Oh, Jimmy's 46, and he's just loving it, isn't he? You can tell he was itching to get on. There he is, right in the thick of it again.
He's fit as well, Jimmy. He never stops running. He's always training, running up and down Kitstall Road, up Canal.
And that ball, dummy, they straighten up. They're looking for something. Again, out they come on this side, and Gleeson's put the kick through. Cassidy's pursuing it. And as it's snapped up by Mathers, he puts it to the right. An adventurous ball, you'd say, for Danny Moore, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He had to pick that up off his bootlaces, but he's having another go. His Mathers to redeem himself, finds his front.
Here comes Price again. If he goes to that right side. Nice fend, and then everything that he was as a player, it's still there encapsulated, isn't it?
In 2002, we went to Fiji with England A, and I spent 2 weeks with Wayne Price in an hotel room, and as you can imagine, it got quite quiet in Fiji, and we had to find our own things to do. And what a character he was. We had a big drum, and he never stopped playing it for 2 weeks solid.
But he was popular.
I quite enjoyed it.
You might have done, yeah, kick downfield. And in the end, it has to be pushed dead by Gardner. So it's going to be a first goal line dropout. No score at the moment, heading up towards the quarter mark. Sunny evening here in Castleford. And a good turnout. You'll be pleased with this, Jamie.
Yeah, it's always good. They come out thick and fast in this side of West Yorkshire. Obviously getting a great win last night, and I'm sure a lot of the people around Castle have come out to support Shenny and the NCL boys as well. It's great to see them out, and hopefully year on year NCL and the one of the Roses legends can keep going. I'd love as well, Trevor, to see a full-blown Yorkshire-Lancashire Super League one day, but who knows.
Well, you know what you're trying here, others should look and take note, really. Certainly, I think the NCL game was a huge success. Certainly, both sets of players had a chat with some of them after, and the coaches, they just thought it was marvellous. Yeah. Absolutely marvellous.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, for sure. And the players bought into it more and more, and I think sometimes it's not until the day that you actually realise what's going on, but it's good to see.
But here we go, ball inside, it's Yorkshire with possession. Mathers again, Thorman's at 7. We've got Jimmy Lawes at 6, directing play. And that's Andy Henderson just come on. He was summarising on working on the first game for you. You're certainly making him work hard here. That Chico Jackson, I think, is just is it technique? No, it's
Jamie
not.
Thackeray, I think.
Yeah, Jamie Thackeray. In they go. All for the first try. And I think that's Henderson, is it, who's gone in.
It's been held up. I think the referee's decided.
Has he? He's not giving it.
He's not giving it, no.
Well, that looked good to me. Jimmy Laws is not too sure. No, he's sent him back to the 10-metre line.
That's right. Andrew Henderson decided he's going to pledge his allegiance to House York, despite being an Australian, spending most of his time over here. Mentioned earlier why he's going to pledge his allegiance over there, which is fantastic.
Well, actually, the ball was stolen off him by Sean Briscoe, really, wasn't it, as he went down?
Penalty try these days.
So anyway, the hand over here, we've got the possession with Lancashire there in the red, House of Lancaster, House of York. And the fact of the matter that you've got a New Zealander in Kylie Lulai, you've got an Aussie in Anderson playing for Yorkshire. Come on, explain that one.
Yeah, well, that's it. Again, it's all about allegiance. Kylie Lulai obviously doing a great job at Warrington at the minute in the management team there, but spent most of his time over at Leeds. And in Lancashire, we had Robbie Paul, obviously, who's synonymous with Bradford, and Andrew Henderson as well, who spent most of his rugby league life over on the Yorkshire side. And you can switch about. We've got is it Chris Smith there on the centre, who's actually, I think he's from York, but
yeah, well, he's played for York Castle and Saints.
Yeah, I think he's from the York area. Spent a little bit of time playing amateur at Youth as well, community game at the back end after his career, but he's decided he wants to fulfil his St Helens roots, I imagine, and represent House Lancaster.
Well, I think he actually coaches Haydock from near the St Helens area, so they've played today in the North West Men's League, and I think he's actually turned out in that one before he's got to this.
Oh, good on him. 2 games in a day. Playing as many games as they did back in their day as well. Outstanding.
Well, there we go. And as I said, Chico Jackson it is who's on, I think, number 20 for Yorkshire. You know, Chico's another player who's been around a while, should we say. Chico
was playing for the Hull Alliance, as it was known back then, their reserve second team, against me when I was about 16 years old and I'm 36. And he was an old-timer then. He must have been in his mid, or early 30s at that time, so I dread to think how old he is now. Great play.
Mathers, ball over the top, taken on that left side. Here comes Danny Morn. And he scored a try, as he did so many times in his career. And the first score of the game, we've just gone past the quarter, 21 minutes gone. Danny Morn is the scorer. Let's take a quick break. Every day. Well, as many of you realised, it was Richie Barnett, heavily disguised to look like Danny Morn a bit at first, as it was pointed out by Jamie Jones-Buchanan side of me.
He's got some sun.
Kick at the goal and wide of the mark. So it's still 4 points to 0 that Yorkshire lead here, with Richie Barnett getting that try and going in on the far side. So all things considered, it was Chris Thorman who went for the goal kick. You'll be having bits of problems in some respect, having to get your win when you start playing again, won't you? Because obviously you'll be in Super League and it'll be a tough one whenever you get your first game back after an injury.
Always is tough, yeah, and you're always a little bit worried, not least because of the injury that you might be carrying or worried about, but also because of fitness, and people start thinking that it's your age. But do you know what? My engine's been one of the only gifts that I've really had, fitness and stamina, so I'm hoping that'll carry me through at least till the end of this year.
Well, these lads here, having been out the game for some years in some cases and not having played it, well, I'm sure that they'll be tired and stiff bodies tomorrow when they do get up. But it's great, it's a great cause here. And the testimonials of Adrian Morley and of Michael Shenton. Shenton, of course, still playing at Castlewood Tigers in Super League. Adrian Morley, well, it's just a couple of years, 2015, I think he hung his boots up.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, 2015. And you know what, when they do hang the boots up, a lot of these boys, they never want to lose that sort of feeling of gratification and achievement, and many of them do marathons, carry on training. Keith Senior's done the Marathon des Sables, and there's so much going on for such as the Steve Prescott Foundation, for example. Ewan Dowles, who played in last year's Legends, cycling across Europe with Gareth Ellis, who also will hopefully be a contender for Legends in years to come. But the boys love to keep them legs ticking over and staying fit and healthy.
Right, yeah, it's the adrenaline buzz, I suppose, that you get through the training and putting your body in a physical condition that needs rest.
Without a doubt, you get institutionalised almost as a professional, because you get told where to be, when to be there, and what to wear and what you're doing, and when you finish you've got to decide that for yourself. And many of the boys miss that challenge and the hard work, the uphill climbs, so they've got to sort of get involved in something worthwhile, and charities are always good ones to do.
Well, the ball slipped out there, and in the end, Lancashire was taking it in. Paul Wood trying to slip it out, and in the end, it snapped up by Henderson. Henderson, the assistant coach at Warrington now, so there's quite a good Warrington representation. Again, ball lost, penalty though. First penalty Yorkshire, this 2-1 in Lancashire's favour.
Yeah, you get a feeling that there's a few tired, frustrated lads out there just starting to pull the ball out a little bit maybe. And who knows, it's been a decent sort of first quarter, first third at the minute, and it's been quite an even contest, but you feel like Yorkshire might just start getting a bit of the upper hand.
Well, the one thing is Yorkshire have twice as many reserves as Lancashire have, so they should be fitter in that respect.
Well, maybe we have to put a few rules in there, but we thought with them being older guys, we'd obviously give them some reserves and an opportunity to get some spells.
Well, there went Chico. Nice offload as well. This is Chev Walker trying to step his way through. In the end, tackled, put down a lot more gently than I'm sure he would have been in his time playing against some of these players.
Yeah, what a phenomenal player he was. He was a man-child.
Thorman up towards the line. Chris Thorman tackled. Oh, not just tackled. Looked like he'd lost the ball and he's hit the deck rather hard. And of course the pitch extremely firm with no rain for weeks.
Pitch is rock hard. You want to get your trainers on out there, some of the lads. Still got 22mm studs, I think, in there. But I think Chris Thorman's had a bit of a bang on the head, even with that thick haircut that he's got. Want enough cushioning, and obviously got a little bit of concussion maybe there. But he's a tough character. Grew up in the old days, as you know. And Geordie lad as well. Great to have a little bit of a Geordie voice in rugby league from the North East.
Well, there's Willie Porchin, he's come on as well. I mean, the thing is on here, if Chris is too good knock, as much as he won't want to go off, there's no point him staying. No,
but and I think he might be going, yeah, he's had a bit of a bang on the head. Either that or he's tired and he's just thinking this is an opportunity. But good to see Willie Porchin as well. Even some of the players there, Willie Porchin, ex-Wakefield and Leeds player, I think he's the mayor of Wakefield and is looking like the king of Samoa as well at the minute. Bless him, great to see him and getting involved with the lads.
Well, there we have. What about that shot? Not one you thought you'd see for a while. Keith Senior with the ball. Jimmy Lowe's behind him. Mick Cassidy. Then we got Sean Briscoe just to the right-hand side of that. You know, and they're watching to make sure he goes off. They're probably wondering who's coming on here as well.
Yeah. I think they're saying, take your time. Don't stop the clock, referee. Just let it go.
Yeah. I don't think Chris Thorman, he's a bit wobbly, isn't he?
He looks a little bit wobbly, yeah. It looks like he's had a bang on the head.
He does, really.
But that means Barry Eaton can have a go in the halves. Big wide ball from Mathers.
Oh, out the side. Richie Barnett in at the corner.
He's in at the corner as well with a bit of a dive. Spent a little bit of time at All FC. Been around Richie Barnett, quick as lightning back in his days, getting a couple of tries of brace already. Great effort.
He's enjoying it. 2 tries for him. Let's take a commercial break.
Every day, every day.
SGB focus on commercial scaffolding services as well as training, hire and sale and mechanical access equipment, enabling customers to work safely and efficiently at heights. Established in 1919, we have branches across the UK, from Edinburgh to Southampton, so we have you covered. No project too large, no site too small. Hire, sale, erect. www.sgb.co.uk. Access.
More food going to waste? You know, there is a way to avoid it next time. This Hotpoint fridge with day one technology helps keep food fresh for longer. Which means leftovers like this can be made into something as tasty as this. That's fresh thinking for forgotten food.
Better. It's out there. But you've got to chase it down. Time to cut the rope. Get stuck in. Turn him into him. Learning things my teachers couldn't teach. Reaching heights I never thought I'd reach. I'm part of a crew now, never alone. From nowhere to everywhere. I left a small town and turned it around. I was born in Blythe, but I was made in the Royal Navy.
Julian, the sooner you... Oh, no.
Perfect.
So, some bozos dented your vehicle.
Julian, could have been anyone.
Him.
Them.
Marigold.
Anyway, you're probably thinking they wiped out your no-claim discount. But you're with Direct Line and you're not to blame. So unlike other insurers, you can claim and your no-claim discount is safe. I'll leave you leverage to it.
Discover a different sub every day with the new sub of the day, only £2.49.
Still looking for perfectly smooth skin? Enter our world of smoothness with Veet Easy Gel Wax Strips. They capture even more of the shortest hairs to offer you up to 28 days of smoothness. Veet Wax Strips, also available for face and bikini.
Hello. He's popped out. But if it's the home of your dreams you're after, maybe I can help. Here at the Halifax, we help all sorts of home buyers, even scarecrows.
Oh, joy!
What's that, Toto? Can I help Dorothy?
Oh, will you? Could you?
Well, I can't give you a mortgage. You're far too young. But I can get you home.
Oh.
Just do the shoe clicky thing.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Let's go and see a film with Meerkat Movies. It's one whole year of films with Meerkat Movies. 12 months, 4 seasons. The deal is all year long. It's a musical. I hate musicals. A whole year of 2-for-1 cinema tickets only for customers of Compare the Market. Simples.
6.
Alexa, how many stars are in the galaxy?
Many astronomers believe it contains at least 100 billion stars.
7.
Alexa, play some relaxing music.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're back, and well, Barry Eaton's had a shot at goal. I don't think he's been successful with that one. We'll have a look at it. Here we go. Kick to come in from that far side. And Barry Eaton trying to strike it. It's a bit of a flapper across the face. So no goal from Barry Eaton. So we've had a couple of people. Thorman off the field, of course. So Barry Eaton has come on. Barry's... he used to play for Wales, Barry Eaton, didn't he? In Dewsbury, and where else did Barry play?
Yeah, I think he played at Dewsbury. He's got a record at Dewsbury. I think he's the most consecutive try scorer there, or something like that. He's got a bit of legend about him in regards to Dewsbury. And he's a great coach as well. Coaches me on a daily basis at Leeds.
Yeah, well, you work with him a lot, don't you? At a time, and he seems to have a great partnership with Brian McDermott at Leeds right now.
Absolutely, good staff there. Chev Walker's included in that, and Jason Davidson. Yeah, it's good little staff.
Well, Chico's took that in, and he's straight up. And again, they're looking to whip it to the left side. Good pick up round the bottom there from Eaton. Everybody just, they're all eager to have a go, aren't they?
Yep.
Dummy from Richie Mathers.
Oh, big bump.
Whoa. And that's Brett McDermott, I think, isn't it? Who's trying to turn him upside down.
It's a great beard, that. It's a great beard.
Oh, well,
there it is, Jimmy Law's opportunities, bumps him off and all, one-handed offload.
And Eaton there, and then offside, and a penalty to Yorkshire. Now, Mick Morgan says here every week, there's 3 things you can do with the ball, a rugby ball.
Yep.
He says you can catch it, or you can miss it. I think he says the third one, but you can't let it bounce.
You can't let it bounce, no. The big pill, as he likes to call it.
Yeah.
But you can't let it bounce, and you've done that, and it bounced back into Yorkshire on his opportunities there. Jimmy Law's right underneath it.
Well, ball goes off as it's taken in, driven in again from Yorkshire.
Jason Netherton is a monster. It was massive. Old back rower at OKR.
Yeah, definitely. That's him, is he, number 21? Just come on. Yeah, no, that's Dean Sampson, isn't it? Yeah, Dean Sampson. He played at Castle a long time, didn't he, Dean?
Certainly did. Played at Stanley Rangers, I think, and I think he played a bit at Hunslet Warriors as well.
He did. Ball spilled.
Ball spilled by none other than Danny Moore, I do believe it was. He's a wind-up merchant. He's the king, Danny Moore, at ringing people up and winding him up a bit like Simon Logan used to do back in the day.
Well, he's got the possession. Is that Francis Maloney as well? Just on the side of the
looking
picture.
sharp this afternoon. He had a white string vest on and a pink shirt.
Well, there he is, just at the base of the scrum, isn't he? Francis Maloney. My goodness, he did a spell at Warrington as well, didn't he, Francis?
Yeah, I believe he did.
Yeah, and off they go again, looking to push it this way, Lancashire. Brett McDermott played for every Cumbrian club except Carlisle, apparently.
Wow, wow.
And he's now a martial arts expert.
He'll have had some jam sandwiches in his bait box.
Ball whipped out, snapped up, luckily enough as well by Wild. I think there's some of these players going after 80 minutes, in the Lancashire team, looking at it.
I think there is. I think there's one or two wants to as well. I'm impressed with Rick Cassidy. He, looks really strong and determined.
Well, 32 minutes gone. The Yorkshire 8, Lancashire 0. 2 tries from Richie Barnett is what separates the two teams here. As Paul Wood, with possession, slips the ball out. And, spilled as they look to get away down there with Foster, and it's gone to ground. Good attendance, though. You're looking at that stand, the main stand at Castleford, and it's not really in the sunshine there. There's quite a few people in it.
Yeah, it's been good, isn't it? And I mean, it's quite spread out. All the stands are open at Castleford. I think if one or two would have been closed, it'd have been fairly well full in that middle stand there.
Well, there you go, the white flag of Yorkshire, the white rose of Yorkshire.
Of course it is.
In the ascendancy against Lancashire at this moment in time. Jimmy Law's in backing down at loose forward now. I think Wagger's gone off, has he? Ball out right to left. Barry Eaton, that was a forward pass, spilled, hacked on. Should be first knock on.
Yep. Looks like they drew a couple of oranges in an half-time break. I think it might be 7 minutes or so too far away. But the quality's gone down a little bit. Need to get back to completing a few sets there, the Yorkshire, but they've got some bigger guys on at the minute.
Well, Andy Henderson's there in the middle of that pack, and Keith Senior's packing down in the second row. He seems to be enjoying himself, Keith. They've got Laws at the back. You've got Gilmore there as well. Barry Eaton's the man at scrum half. Mick Cassidy picks it up, takes it in. Make, of course, sterling performances at Wigan and Widnes. Ball out again. Looking to Stephen Wild. He takes it in. Ferryman's going to have to do the full whack, it looks like. Slips it out for a nice charge this time. Look at the forward it with McDermott. He'll play it again, Ferryman again. Where's he put it this time? Out to the left side with the Wooden out. Was that over on the far flank? Pushed out from Gleeson, still inside. And look at that, the tenacity of Gilmore coming roaring in there on the tackle.
Yes! Oh, he wasn't happy about that. He's having a bit of a board at referee as well.
Here comes Wood again. Slipped it back inside.
Yep.
They're keeping it alive, but he said he was on the deck.
Looked like there might have been a bit of history there between Gilmore and Chris Smith. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, little dummy down short side he goes.
Oh, that's a lucky bounce. And in the end, he gets in.
They think he's in. Fortuitous offload, just bended his nose, ploughed it into ground, and Lancashire have got a try.
Well, they have indeed, and they've come up with that one. Is that from Jamie Marshall, who's playing for Barra?
Right, Barra, Cumbrian boy, yeah. Pledging allegiance to Lancaster. It's a great little dummy and short downside. Wood, his left-handed offload, and a fortuitous one. And he's dived about 5 metres out, must have scraped all skin off his knees, and crawled in there for a try.
Well, just before half-time, it's what Lancashire needed, isn't it? 8-4 down now and a kick to come.
Certainly, it certainly did. Just going off the last test, the last one at Roses we had up at Edinburgh last year, there was no score at all in the second half, and I think it almost ended up, I think we won by 2 points, Yorkshire, but this is going to turn it into a 2-point game if he converts this one.
Well, I think Alman Listed says it's Mike Foster. He struck it pretty well, but no goal. So 8-4. I think goal kicking's one of those skills that really you do have to keep perfecting it, otherwise it loses you a little bit.
I think it is as well, and I imagine some of these guys, the centre of gravity has shifted a little bit since they were playing, maybe a little bit forward, so they're maybe a little bit out of tune.
Well, Mike Foster, they're kindly walking along in profile to indicate what you're discussing, I think. So Richie Mathers, he's looking. I mean, Richie's he's looking trim. What shall we say? The passage of time has been kind to him in many respects. Cassidy, well, he just about holds on to that.
He's about 2 years younger than me, Mathers, his kids, so they're doing well in marketing at Warrington, enjoying his job there.
Well, it's Wild again, Steve Wild, looking to move to left, 8-4, just heading up towards half-time. McDermott goes in. Again, the tenacity of the players around him, though, Henderson and Netherton, you know, there's nothing nasty about it, but they're just making sure they've got a grip, they're strong men, and they're not letting him go any further.
Absolutely, yeah. There's some dead stops getting in front. You know how important that is to stop people's leg drive and meters in contact. Just as everybody else in the team having to jog back on side. Some speculative offloads there, which may or may not come off. It has done this time, and Gleeson's got it one-handed.
Well, you'll be able to ask Paul Wood about these when you next see him, Jamie.
Yeah, I certainly will. Yeah, he's popped a few out, hasn't he?
You might be telling him not to bother doing that when he goes to Whitehaven.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Just get down and play it, lad.
Anyway, off they go for him again. Dummies once, now he takes it in. Can't quite get it away. And we're getting 20 metres out here, so Can Lancashire knows the way in front before half-time. While the pass for McDermott goes to ground, and you said, you know, oranges or whatever it is they get half-time, I think they're getting ready for that now, 2 minutes.
Certainly are, yeah. I don't think they'll be stopping the clock. They'll let it wound down. Dean Sampson sucking a little bit of oxygen in there. I remember watching a few clips of him a couple of days ago, putting some big shots on back in his day, and being a great player, real entertaining player here at Castleford.
Well, I don't know if you looked at the bench, Jamie, when you were just speaking, but they didn't look like players eager to get on. They look more like condemned men.
Yeah, having a bit of a laugh and a bit of banter.
Yeah. Well, Gilmore takes it. Considering he got a knock on the head, Lee Gilmore is really working hard. Oh, got Waggers on it now. Godwin. Offside, I think, was it?
Yeah.
And that's Chris Morley having a bit of a go at it.
Gleeson's waving at bench for somebody. Help, SOS.
So the kick to touch. Down that side, Francis Maloney puts it into touch on the far side. And they come again. Taken in by Dean Sampson. Did he take a knock there?
Oh, I think he got his nose picked there. Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Helicopter, well, they give him a bit of a nose rub. Just to help him, and then they realised he wasn't so good.
Couple of fingers there, he used his head as a bowling ball. Stuck a finger in an iron, one in his mouth. Richie Barnett looking up for a third, wanting a third this afternoon. Sampson's had enough.
He's off, Dean. He's took a bit of a knock there after that drive. Interesting, did his head hit the deck or did he hit somebody's knee?
I'm not sure. It looked like somebody had brushed his teeth for him while he was down there. Bless him.
Yeah, well, the doctor said it's time for him to go off. I mean, you have to say that when Dean was a player, he was a wholehearted, tough up front runner, wasn't he?
Certainly was Diesel, as they used to call him back then. And played against him a couple of times back in my youth.
No backward steps, definitely not. So Yorkshire again with this possession as we head to half-time. 8-4 they're ahead, and Jimmy Lowslers puts it out to that left side. Now to Keith Senior. Slips a nice little pass out, trying to find the gap for
Paul Newlove, I think it is.
Is it? Yeah, it is. As it go out on that right side, Lowe's looking for a score. He'd love one, wouldn't he, Jimmy?
He certainly would, Jimmy. He don't mess about. He got sin-binned in the Legends game last year.
There it goes to the right again. They got numbers. Mathers into the line. A bit of crossing maybe. Slips it out the back. Barnett's got it now. Coming out to this right side.
Well, it looks like he's still got that pace.
Oh, he was quick in his day, wasn't he? He still is by the looks of it.
Straight up Forrest is come through. Bit of experience there from Little, just slowing it down a little bit.
Goes to that left side. He could have forced the way through New Love. I think that's last tackle, is it?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, he got it on it over.
Jimmy Lowe's just sneaking in down the short side. Might have been an old move they had from Bradford days. I'm sure they must have played together back at Bradford at one point.
He was always such a laid-back looking player when he played New Love, and yet devastating whenever he got the chance.
A bit like Greg Inglis, isn't very similar. He seems to walk about and comes up with some magic in the biggest of games.
And he, obviously when he went to St Helens, there's a peak. They had him and Iro on the other. Anyway, they're at half-time in this game, and Yorkshire, well, 2 tries from Richie Barnett has put them ahead. We've got a response from Jamie Marshall just heading up to half-time, but it's been a good first 40 minutes. It's House of York 8, House of Lancaster 4.
Beautiful.
Here at Enterprise, we have a huge range of cars, vans, and luxury models.
So no matter what you confusing Brits do on the weekend, we've got a vehicle for you. Have a nice trip.
Cheers.
I just rented a van to a chicken. As we say in the U.S., the customer is always right.
So whatever vehicle you need, we've got it. It's UK Car Hire.
With U.S. customer service.
Let's go and see a film with Meerkat Movies. It's one whole year of films with Meerkat Movies. 12 months, 4 seasons. The deal is all year long.
It's a musical. I hate musicals. A whole year of 2-for-1 cinema tickets only for customers of Compare the Market. Simples.
Julian, the sooner you... Oh, no.
Perfect. So, some bozos dented your vehicle.
Julian, could have been anyone.
Him.
Them.
Marigolds.
Anyway, you're probably thinking they wiped out your no-claim discount. But you're with Direct Line and you're not to blame. So unlike other insurers, you can claim and your no-claim discount is safe. I'll leave you leverage to it.
Hello.
We want to see the wizard.
He's popped out. But if it's the home of your dreams you're after, maybe I can help. Here at the Halifax, we help all sorts of home buyers, even scarecrows.
Oh, joy.
What's that, Toto? Can I help Dorothy?
Oh, will you? Could you?
Well, I can't give you a mortgage. You're far too young. But I can get you home.
Oh.
Just do the shoe clicky thing.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Better. It's out there. But you've got to chase it down. Time to cut the rope. Get stuck in. Turn him into him. Learning things my teachers couldn't teach. Reaching heights I never thought I'd reach. I'm part of a crew now, never alone. From nowhere to everywhere. I left a small town and turned it around. I was born in Blythe, but I was made in the Royal Navy.
I've put all my years of experience into getting people's homes noticed and helping them to sell for the best possible price. At my estate agent Tepelo, we sell hundreds of homes a month, and we could save you thousands of pounds. What else is there to say? We sell hundreds of homes every month, just like this one. Discover Tepelo, the modern estate agent.
The awkward hellos where you hug
and they handshake.
No date 1 becomes 2.
And by 3, I realise this could be it. Fall in love with love again.
My single friend.
Join free today.
Thanks very much, Alex. Thanks very much, Jamie Jones Buchanan. More of them after the game, of course. And Michael Shendon, well, he'll be heading his way here to the commentary position. But at the moment, we've got the two teams out on the pitch. And, you know, 40 minutes a long time to play, and then when you go and sit down in that dressing room, you start to stiffen up, and it might be difficult for one or two to get themselves going again in this second period. But we're already Richie Mathers with number 1 on his back, ready to get the game underway. Referees there too, and at this moment in time, we're just waiting. I've no idea what for really, but I presume there's a signal from somebody to say we'll get this on. Lancashire, I think, are out there. Looking at the teams that we've had so far, we've had Richie Mathers, of course, Wayne Price, Richie Barnett, who scored 2 tries for Yorkshire, Paul Newland. Can you remember him in his day at St Helens? What a player. Danny Williams, of course, on the wing, Wigan, the like. Graham Stedman started the game. He's 56 years old, Graham, and he played from 82 to 97, 1982 to 1997. Still looks fit as a fiddle. So plenty of big names out there at the moment, and plenty more action to come. 40 minutes, full contact sport for some of the real legends of the game. Some of the players who have not that long been retired, some who have been retired an awful long time, and have come out, put their hands up here for this testimonial, joint testimonial between Adrian Morley and the Castleford Tigers captain Michael Shenton. But a knock-on right at the outset from Sean Briscoe. He's mortified, hates it. And here's Sean, of course. He played a long part of his career up at Hull with a nose that looked like pressed the ski run all over the place. It was. In the end, he had it fixed, and here he is putting it in jeopardy again. Wild ball out to this left side, snapped up by Richie Barnett. Scored both tries, certainly enjoying himself. Plenty of pace, as we've seen already. And the dummy half is taken in for this Yorkshire side. Looking to get it towards that try line. Big run from Kylie Lulai. So again, it's possession with Yorkshire, and ball over the left side, and again they're keeping it alive here. Barry Eaton is man trying to push it out and get it out to Thackeray, and Thackeray's done big minutes, and Michael Shenton's alongside him here. And Michael, some of these players have done big minutes and some have only done a few minutes. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's not really fair balance, is it, sometimes? But some of these guys have been better, Nick, than the others, to be fair. But yeah, there's some real good efforts there. I think Jimmy Lowe's, he's really strong.
Well, it looks like Kylie Lulai's crashed in. The referee gives it, and just then Jimmy Lowe showed a little bit of deftness that he always had, and it's Kylie Lulai's crashed in.
Absolutely, I think Jimmy's looked sharp ever since he started this game, really. He's been up for it. He's really passionate about playing, and he's tough to stop the big man from Big Kylie. He was outstanding last year in the War of the Roses, and he's carried on now, and he's after the House of Lancaster right now.
And there's Francis Maloney, and I mean, Francis, how old is Francis these days? Must be mid-40s or something like that.
I'd say so, yeah. Hopefully we can get someone that can kick a ball. He's not only a really good goal kicker, Franny Maloney, so I think it'd be pretty good for him to stop this.
Well, we'll watch this kick at goal, and then we'll head out to a commercial break. But we might as well see if Francis can boot this one over and increase the lead. 12-4. Yorkshire are leading against Lancashire now. They've got the kick to come. We've just been playing 2.25 minutes. So here at this moment, it's Francis. He's had one strike at goal. That went a little bit wide. But he's taking his time on this. But he looks amazingly fit, doesn't he, really, considering that, as you say, he's a bit of an older guy these days. As indeed we all are. Well, you, not particularly you, Michael. Well, successful with that one. So 14 points to 4 Yorkshire lead. Let's take a commercial break.
Every day.
Well, you're back live with Free Sports. Myself, Trevor Hunt, with me, Michael Shenton from Castleford Tigers, and this game being played in aid of a testimonial, a joint testimonial between you, Michael, and between Adrian Morley. Has it been a success, do you think?
Well, I've really enjoyed the day, to be fair. Yeah, it's a tough weekend to have something on, because obviously everyone thought it was going to be off, and we put this event on quite late. But I've really enjoyed the day. I thought the NCL really was a great spectacle, really, and it was awesome to see the families and kids get there. It looks a bit quiet now. A lot of those families and kids have kind of gone now.
Well, there's a little kid, a child who's enjoying it.
Yeah, and quite a lot were at the game last night. Yeah, for the Cass Wigan game as well. So
what a result that was for you.
It was fantastic. Yeah, it was a fantastic evening.
You're right back up there now, aren't you? Where you need to be or want to be.
Yeah, well, we've been there for a while now. We're just in the mix of that top four is all about. But yeah, it's important you beat the teams in and around you and above you, to be honest, and we've done that in the last couple of weeks. So no, we're pretty pleased at the moment.
And they always seem to say that when you get to testimonial stages, you might be thinking of hanging your boots up. You're not thinking of that, Michael, eh?
Not quite yet, no, not quite yet. Well, Callum Hopkins is going through his at Leeds. He's only 27, so no, I just think sometimes you have to do when your 10 years comes up and it gets round to your turn. Or like me, I've just been waiting kind of for the right time in my life to take the jump and do it. So I think that was the right time for me to do it, really.
Yeah, to do the testimonial. That is, just for clarity, not to retire.
No, not quite yet. No, I'm enjoying my rugby at the moment, and
yeah, you're not that desperate to get into these selections, are you?
No. See some of the states these boys are in. No, don't fancy that. But like you said before, there's some of them in fantastic shape still. Well, we have some assistant coaches out there who have to keep themselves in it, to be honest, as well.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's nice to see Barry Eaton. I know he does a great job at Leeds, and of course, you got Stuart Little and Wayne Godwin. Oh, he's got a bank and he's got a cut on his head, Wayne Godwin.
He always gets in the wars, Wayne Godwin. Oh, Wagger. He's always in the mix, isn't he?
Well, as if he didn't stand out enough, he's now going to have a big white bandage around his head.
Yeah, like a big cross.
Well, I know that certainly when he's doing his Rugby AM programme, he likes to take the mickey out of some of the players. I think one or two of these might just be getting a little bit back when they can.
Yeah, absolutely. I know him and Paul would have a bit of banter between them, so see Woody then giving him a little bit.
I think it seems a decent enough turnout here when you look at it and play people have come in. You've probably got, what, a couple of thousand, something like that?
Yeah, a couple of thousand. We were shot 3,000 maybe. So no, the support's been great for the event. Hopefully Rugby M stick with it and can keep growing it, really, because I think it's a good concept, especially the Legends one that just keeps the Legends boys involved in the game or gets them back involved in the game. So it's important for some people to stay involved in the game and feel part of it, because a lot of these guys are putting massive service to the game with the rules as well.
And the competitive edge that made them champions when they were playing is still in evidence in this match, really.
No, I don't think you ever lose that kind of edge that makes these blokes sportsmen in the first place, but then some of them, like you said, champions who are in the sport, yeah, because they have something special about it.
Well, there he is, Wayne Godwin, with his head strapped up, now deciding to have a little dart here and a dart there, and eventually he's wrapped up. Defensively Duran rolling along the way. Has he got the penalty? Yeah, I think he has in the end. And quickly tipped by Jimmy Lawes, moved out then for the drive from Thackeray. It's interesting, half-time Jamie Jones was saying that some of the lads might just stiffen up once again in the dressing rooms if it's too long an interval.
Yeah, well, I was part of the planning process with Alex and JJB, and they said, look, half-time can't be too long because some of the boys complain that they stiffen up quite quick or get cold, so want to keep the blood flowing and that, so keep half-time as short as you can, really.
Yeah. Richie Mathers there, just having taken it in. Lowes puts it to his right. Barry Heaton looking at this. He's going to put the kick to the corner, Barry. In the end, it bounces, taken by Jamie Marshall, and Jamie Marshall tackling. I think he's just kept himself in the field of play. Again, then offside, I think. Is he? That's what he's given? Yeah, a little bit offside. Lancashire free kick. Obviously discussing tactics, I would imagine.
It looks that way, doesn't it? Not happy with that penalty, I don't think.
No, he's not
discussing the referee.
Well, he's not giving a penalty now, has he? He's given like a 10-metre handover on a 10-metre start. Is that what it is?
What fun.
Tackled in the field of play. No, he's got to go back to the line, hasn't he? If he's tackled in the field of play, he's got to play it there. Well, they're all having a laugh about this. Tara Jones is the touch judge on this near side. Craig Farriman looks like he's going to play all the game here unless he gets injured. Briscoe. Adrian Morley back on the field of play. Enjoying watching Adrian turn out again.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's always a pleasure to see such a legend.
Did he ever come on the wrong side of him when I presume you must have done at times when you played for Castleford against Warrington?
Them and Salford.
Yeah.
With his Matt Cook one of our forwards. He actually knows Moz from the Bradford days together. And when he was at Salford, Cookie, I think someone was pushing him down on the floor or something. Cookie got up and just swung him. And it's not like Matt Cook at all, and he's seen his hit Moz on the chin. He looked up, seen it with Moz and thought, oh no, what have I done? It's obviously Adrian Morley, renowned, one of the toughest players in the sport, in the history of the sport really, and then he's worried, but then Cookie just, Moz just laughed it off really. So it shows he's got good nature
he's here.
As he makes a break.
Well, he does, and you know, his playing record, 2002, I think it was with the Roosters and NRL Premiership. He's got Premierships with Bradford, Challenge Cups with Leeds, Challenge Cups with Warrington. Been hugely successful, and 53 caps. Can't knock any of that, really. Gleeson, Marty Gleeson. Paul Wood, I know you signalled him out in the first half. Stuart Littler, he's the coach at Swinton now, Stuart. Across the right side again, they're trying to keep it alive with Gleeson. Move it out, Eddie Gardner, former Saints winger. I think Eddie played, I've got some stats on him, he played 284 games and scored 173 tries.
A good strike rate. He had some decent centres, didn't he? Lyon, Gidley.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Chev Walker charging away. Is he going to go the length of the field? He's got Richie Barnett for the hat-trick, but Chev Walker doesn't need him. Fends them off, and in he goes. And Chev Walker, that's a great try, isn't it? I wonder whether he'll go off or just celebrate.
Oh, great counter-attacking play. Love that stuff. But Richie Barnett was thinking he's going to need me here. He's worked extremely hard there to get the other side of Chev Walker for his support, but Chev's just gone, no, you know what, I'm just going to fend.
Well, after he'd done all that hard work, there's no way he's giving him the hat-trick, is he? 2 metres to go, I don't think. But anyway, we'll take a short commercial break.
Every day, every day.
SGB focus on commercial scaffolding services as well as training, hire and sale and mechanical access equipment, enabling customers to work safely and efficiently at heights. Established in 1919, we have branches across the UK, from Edinburgh to Southampton, so we have you covered. No project too large, no site too small. Hire, sale, erect. www.sgb.co.uk. Access.
Isn't it rich? Are we prepared? Me the last on the ground, you in mid-air. Send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're huge.
What if you could book your flight, hotel, activities, and car rental all in one place? Expedia are the travel experts who give you the world in your hands.
We've got everywhere to go.
So you can see more of it. Expedia. Everything you need, all in one place. Atoll protected.
BOTB, someone wins their dream car every week, guaranteed.
Hi Paul, are you Dilesh? Christian from BOTB.
No way.
Oh my God! And you have won a brand new Mercedes AMG GT. The Audi S3. Oh my God. Aston Martin V8 Martin. You've just won yourself a brand new Range Rover Evoque.
£22 million of prizes have already been won.
Never ever thought I'd win.
Tickets start from just 90p. You could be next week's winner. Enter by midnight Sunday at botb.com.
Morning, Churchy. What's the plan for today? Oh, what the? When did that happen?
If your car is vandalised, Churchill will let you keep your no-claims discount.
Could have been embarrassing. Oh, yes.
Churchill, depend on the dog.
You press the allow and now we'll see if you're a veg, which one you be. But in return, we get to know a lot. We're collecting all your info and we're sharing everything so strangers know about the rash you got. Enjoy yourself, but check your settings to make sure that you're not letting stuff be shared you'd really rather not.
Visit Barclays to discover ways that you can take control of your personal data.
By the way, you're an onion.
Sarah, should we get the bathroom done before we put it on the market?
No, it doesn't stack up. You give the tiles a good scrub and it'll look fabulous.
Do you think we'll get an offer soon?
I'm sure it won't be long. Most people who sell with us get a sale agreed within a couple of months. Sell your home with Tepelo and you'll get expert advice and support at every stage.
They've offered 375.
385, not a penny less. Join the thousands of people selling and saving with the experts, Tepelo.
Brand new from Stihl, the lithium ion range, just £99.
All back to Free Sports, and well, Francis Maloney, I'm sure he's kicked that goal, and he did. Here we go, we get a look at it. Francis Maloney just to the left-hand side, right-hand side of the post, left-hand side as he kicks it. Oh, got the flags. So Francis Maloney with that, 20 points to 4 is the conversion, and we've been playing 53 minutes of the game, and slowly but surely Yorkshire, with this massive roll of players they've got, 25 players, I mean, more than enough. They're certainly starting to get on top as Lee Gilmore gets it to Chev Walker now. Is he going to go the length of the field again? He certainly, no, he gets it out this time. We didn't think he was going, did you?
I don't think he fancied that one there. But actually, I can see a bit of space. I'm going to find a little pass here. But no, a great play from Lee Gilmore, finding a bit of space. That over's running, he's got in his game, finding a pass. It was nice.
Well, it's Henderson and Luluai, and they're starting pounding in now, aren't they? Henderson again, fans it out to that left side and looking to step it back in with Thackeray. More stuff, Henderson out to that left flank again. The step, trying to take this ball forward. Graham Steadman, the man tackled. What a legend he is here, though. I mean, probably you would have been a youngster when you'd have first watched him playing, wouldn't you, Graham Steadman?
Yeah, pretty young. But he was the first team coach when I was first coming through as well. So I know what he's very well regarded around these parts, and rightly so.
Well, he always seems a steely, very focused character, particularly in a game and game zone area.
Oh yeah, he's an intelligent footballer. He knows his rugby. He knows all about that sort of game management, and I think that's why he's done well in both codes really. So he's playing rugby league, coaching rugby league, and then going to coach union. Yeah. He's had a pretty successful career in that stuff, and that's probably because he's like motivated.
I'm Trevor Hunt with me, Michael Shenton, one of the co-beneficiaries of this testimonial game, the Legends game, Yorkshire against Lancashire. Adrian Morley is number 8 for the Lancashire team, the team in red. He's out there, he was out there a moment or two ago, and he'll no doubt be out earlier. In fact, he's the man with the ball now, just on cue as we speak. And he's having a bit of a wrestle with Jimmy Lowes, who I think played in the same team as him for a cup when he was at Bradford. And then we've obviously with Lancashire, but I said yourself, Michael, and Adrian Morley beneficiaries, but there's other beneficiaries for this game today, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. We've got proceeds going towards Rugby League Cares as well, charity that supports people within rugby league, professional rugby players, that kind of helping benefit themselves in like education, things like that. So getting ready for post-career kind of stuff as well. So in the welfare side of things, to just help people get on courses, giving them advice on what to do with themselves after, because obviously some guys in rugby, it's all you've known since you were 15, 16 in the first team environment, and then it comes to 30 odd when you retire, or injury sometimes happens. You've got to start again. So people like Rugby League Cares are important within our sport to players, and I'm sure some of these players on show right now have used that charity.
Yeah, and also, I know if there's been injuries or players get injured in the amateur community game as well, but they're always there to help them out. And there's been some pretty horrendous injuries. I think it's an absolutely fantastic charity, and one that, you know, we should support really to help us look after our own. But out the ball is Littler seeing the line, and Stuart Littler goes in. Lancashire get a second try, and the referee's going to give that, and Littler gets the touchdown. So Lancashire here with 56 minutes gone, close the gap just a little bit, 20 points to 8. Littler with the try. And we'll have a look at this. You look at this, Mike, and talk us through this.
Yeah, a little bit against run of play really. Yorkshire being pretty dominant, just throws a little bit of shape, bit of a dummy drop off there. He's always been an elusive player, Stuart Littler. He's coaching now, he's coaching Swinton boys.
Yeah, Swinton, he's at Swinton Lions.
So, no, he's been in the game a long time, Stuart knows his stuff, but no, it's a pretty nice finish. He got round Ryan Hudson there, as Hudson, but I think he kind of had a look at that dummy he threw and got him on the outside.
Well, Stuart had a tremendous playing record at Salford and at Leigh Centurions. Martin Gleeson, he spent a bit of time at Salford, but mainly known for Wigan Saints, Warrington, I think, and he gets the kick. Up with the flags, Gleeson gets that. 20 points to 10. Are you nervous as a Yorkshireman now that Lancashire are roaring back?
I don't like Martin Gleeson roaring back there. He's having a word. He's having a word with some of Yorkshire boys.
Yeah.
Just know that's about.
Well, there's a right bit of banter going on, isn't there? And of course, players are drifting on and drifting off. I mean, Chris Morley is the brother of Adrian Morley. He's one of the subs. We've had Brett McDermott on, Jason Roach, Neil Harmon, Mike Foster, Adam Scott, all in the subs bench. Good to see some of them as the ball's back with Lancashire. They're trying to force the way upfield. Good charging towards that line. And Jamie Marshall has to go again out that right side. So the one thing we do have is a list of players, and the one thing we don't have is a list of some of these numbers, but never mind about it. Well, it cracks me up now. Anyway, a forward pass. And it's going to be Yorkshire to take this ball forward. To go up towards there, and Neil Harmon onto the field of play. Neil must be getting on a bit. He's a while since he played with Neil. So it's 20 points to 10. We're coming up to the hour mark. 20 minutes remaining on this game, this testimonial game. The Legends of League at your House of York. This is House of Lancaster. You're listening in the first half. Jamie Jones Buchanan explaining the concept that you can support one house or the other, and hence it's okay to have Kylie Luluai, a New Zealander, and to have Andy Henderson as an Australian in the team. And at the moment we've got an offside. I think Adrian Morley again having a bit of a wrestle. I think at this stage it's getting a bit like tag wrestling. They just want to hang on to each other, don't they, if they can?
Just trying to slow it down, you reckon?
I think so.
Tired boxers in the clinch. But no, I think we'll look some more points for Yorkshire and they'll start running away with this now.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see on this one again. A bit of pace. Gilmore. That was a good that's probably the best tackle we've had in this game. Oh, Maloney standing. Now, can Littler go the length of the field? In the end, he does the right thing, I think, and holds on to it. I think he was looking for support more than to go.
I think so, yeah, but great cover tackle from Graham Steadman, chasing down Stu Littler. A few years between them two.
Well, it is. I mean, it's amazing, really. I think Littler's probably about 40. Steadman's 56, and amazing, really. Did you have much when you asked Graham to turn out for you? Was he instantly in touch with you, instantly, I'll have a go?
But he knocks about the club a little bit, comes down watching us train and stuff, but I can't take credit for that. I think it was Wagger who saw him, Wayne Godwin, and asked him, but he still does quite a lot within the game, so especially Union, but yeah, I think he was up to say, oh yeah, I'll do a bit of passing and kicking for you. I don't think he'll be making big cover tackles.
Amazing. Yeah, I suppose he did. Ball out to that right again. They look to turn back. Oh, that's a nice little bit of move. Quick hands to Duran. Then out. Oh, nice try. And Paul Wood gets a touchdown. And Lancashire, 20 points to 14, the trailer, coming roaring back, Michael.
They certainly are, yeah. Just on the counter-attack again. They look very dangerous. People like Mike Gleeson, Wood getting involved. That's a dangerous sight, really, because those guys still look at quite an elite level.
I suppose the thing is, you know, some of these players, the longer you play, if you get your second wind, then you can, just that level of fitness, you'll be okay, as opposed to some of the chopping and changing in the Yorkshire team to get everybody on board.
Yeah, they're getting some combinations out there as well. They're working out how they want to attack, so no, they look very dangerous, Lancashire. But disappointed Yorkshire with just turning the ball over cheaply.
Well, that's tired hands, isn't it? You get going recent here with this. And well, some of the fans are getting worried. We can hear the come on Yorkshire. I don't think that was Alex Simmons. So Gleeson, and he comes. Oh, ball falls off the tee. Pinches another couple of inches. Here he comes. Well, wide of the mark, really. So 20 points to 14. One more converted try and they can all be all square. There's no golden point on this, is there?
No, I don't think so, no. Well, there might be. They really want to give this sword away to somebody. But I don't know, I'd be happy to go. If they want to get a draw out of it, I'd be happy with that, but I'd rather Yorkshire win this now. They'll be disappointed after we're so far in front.
Well, they wouldn't be.
Slip.
But then again, you know, as I say, if it gets to 2020, and golden point will be the last thing they want, won't it?
I think so.
Another 10 minutes, possibly. Well, Littler snapped it up. It's that right side. Oh, bit of a wild pass. Gleeson, they're getting it out to the right side now. Looking to see if there's any room. Lancashire. Snapped up again. Eddie Gardner trying to see if he can get through. You know, he's pretty alive anyway, Eddie Gardner. He should be pretty sharp, I would imagine. He got a chance. He scoots to that right flank again. Well, I don't think Keith's seen any help there, dragging that man off. Oh, they've tapped it. They decided they'll run it. Gleeson. Nice little step from Morley. Moves it out. Well, they're going with Littler again. I think there's a bit of obstruction from Morley there, but nobody seemed to be bothered about that, really.
No one's going to mess with him.
Well, it's his testimonial as well as yours, you know. He's got to have a little bit of leave there. And they come again. Paul Wood scored that last Lancashire try. Clock ticking down, heading towards 15 minutes of this game, remaining between these two sides. Gardner to Littler. Littler steps. Littler thinks he's found a gap. He's still going. He's got the ball available. Keeps it alive for McDermott. Well, that scoot to that right-hand side. Again, here comes Gleeson. Thinks better about going that way. Gets it back to Adrian. Right in the thick of it. Well, that's the Yorkshire try line there. Lancashire looking for a try and maybe a conversion that can level it all up. Gleeson. Again with Paul Wood. Keeps it alive to Duran. Lee Duran. This scoot once more to that right side. Gleeson looking to step his way in. Ball's come loose. Was a hand in there? The referee says knock on, I think. Scrum down, head and feet to Yorkshire. A bit of respite there, Michael Shenton.
Yeah, the game's... Some of the boys are going to be tired out there now, but you can see what Lancashire are doing. They're trying to play a bit more freely, they're a little bit more dangerous, playing the offload game, coming across, trying to find the tired Yorkshire defenders. So I think they look pretty dangerous when they do that, especially with Gardner coming in the middle. Just some of their faster, more sharper blokes that was growing into this game, aren't they? So I think Lancashire going into the back end of this game have the momentum really. The Yorkshire boys look out on the feet a bit.
Well, Wagger's been taken off Wayne Godwin. Willie Poaching is signalling. Jason Roach there, I think the number 16. And Andy Henderson having a chat with him. They're already keen to get on with this. Lancashire. Eddie Gardner's packing in at loose forward. Ball will be fed in by Mathers. And he's snapping to the left side. Keith Senior trying to force his way. Still a big unit, isn't he, Keith Senior? You know, still looks commanding. And in they come. It's Chico Jackson. I think. No spring chicken anyway, is he? Oh, nice stuff. Quick hands and away they go. Jamie Thackeray. Can he get there? He can, I think. No, he can't. What a tackle. Well, they stopped him just short of the try line. Wayne Price trying to go forward himself, but they're offside of Lancashire. Well, that was Lulai, wasn't it? Nice little hands out there. As you could see him starting to just flail and lose his breath, wasn't he, as he got there? Great stuff, though. You know,
he just put his head down, didn't he? He was thinking, I'm going to get there, then looked to him and thought, oh, I'm surrounded. No.
Well, the measure is that Lancashire just kept chasing him down. They just didn't kind of say, well, he can have this, we'll have the next one. They just chased him down. Amazing, really. So Yorkshire here. Out, Mathers, dummy, straightens. Flicks it back inside. It's with Henderson. They've got numbers here. And they crash. And I think that's Lurlo Isaac gone by the post. No, it's not.
Lee Gilmore.
It's Lee Gilmore. So Gilmore gets the try that might just settle this game. Yorkshire 24, Lancashire 14. And, well, we'll have a look at this one. What do you reckon on this?
I think Kyle Lewis just injects himself into that set, really. Two big plays. One with the break. Got away to Danny Williams off post line offload. Just put some tackles into Kyle Lewis, and then he finds Thackeray. And he got pulled just short. Good scrambling tackles from Lancashire. But then, just too strong, really. Just a few offloads. Found a few defenders wanting, and Lee Gilmore is always good at coming back at the ball and finishing tries.
Well, he's
his career, hasn't he?
He's a player, doesn't he? Like, he looks like he could play now, doesn't he, Lee Gilmore?
Yeah.
He looks fit enough to play now.
Well, he's one of those that's an assistant coach now at Wakefield.
Yeah.
So he's not been long retired, really, but you can tell Wakefield have him in, helping out with the team, filling in numbers when they need him.
Well, you could see him playing, couldn't you, really? Easy enough. It took a bit of a knock early on, and he's just shrugged that one off. And that's a nice, well-worked try. And Maloney's conversion makes it now 26 points to 14. And is that the end of Lancashire? You thought they were doing quite well and getting perhaps a little bit of momentum at that stage.
Absolutely, yeah. I thought they were coming back into it, but now the Yorkshire boys have given themselves a bit of breathing space. I think it's down to really Kyle Lewis putting his foot down, ramping up. What everything he's known for, really. He's stepping up in big games. He did the same last year, so it's no surprise to see him doing it again. And you can see with Kyle, you know, he's still demonstrating why Leeds missed him, along with Kevin Sinfield and was it the third player that they jacked in as well, that they missed another time. Well, three of those guys, Jamie Peacock, Sinfield and Lulawai, three of them are most successful players of all time. No, it's not bad company to go out with. But, no, not at all. You can't blame him. I think they all did all right. They all played late 30s, didn't they? So they've got tremendous legacies, and for him to still play. And I know the other two are keen to play when they're available. I know they're over in Denver. Yeah. Sinfield, Jamie Peacock. They're a fan of the concept. So you get names like that involved in it. Hopefully that's what will grow the concept to a new level. Well, it's like there's so many players out there that people of various ages will remember playing, and it's just marvellous to see them even with a shirt, and they've still got the characteristic traits that earmark them as, you know, child heroes for so many people. Oh yeah, they still do the same things. And
They do, don't they? Just a bit slower.
Yeah.
The kick's coming in towards the right here. A lot of pressure, but well taken and diffused the bomb.
Are they playing new Super League rules in this game?
Sin
no.
bin! Ah, the sin bin. Well, what's all that about, he's saying?
Is even the game up now? The refs after a big 8 minutes now from this game.
That's amazing, that. Off he goes, and it's 13 for Lancashire against 12 for Yorkshire. 26-14. Can they make the extra man count here? And again, Paul Wood taking it in. I think Woody's played the full match so far. You'd expect that though, wouldn't you? He's thinking of turning out with Whitehaven next week.
Oh yeah, that's the chat, isn't it? But he's nothing. It's like he's not lost a thing, has he? That's great.
Across the moving it on that side, looking to get it out with Gleeson again, and he's gone on that outside flank, but it's tackled. He's just kept in the field of play. Wilde wants a quicker play the ball. Here comes Adrian Morley, little slip past the Gardner. Studs found wanting. Outside again, Gleeson trying to get Briscoe in, and you know, terrific defence right across that left side. And they stop them getting in the corner, and everybody's working hard. Graham Stedman in there again. It's just amazing.
Leeds connection, Danny Williams, Keith Senior.
Yeah.
And they're on that edge.
All working hard, and the handover. So 7 minutes left. Yorkshire, did they win it last year, Yorkshire?
Yeah.
So this is, have Lancashire ever won one?
I think it's the first one last year, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So,
but we have got there is another game.
Yeah,
coming up in August at Henley. So they'll have another opportunity.
I think that's a midweek game, isn't it? The Wednesday night, is it?
I think so, yeah. I think there's a lot more players that come back into it then. We've got quite a lot, like Gaz Ellis, Ewan Dowser on a bike ride across Europe doing charity races. England staff, like Tim Field, JP are in Denver for the game tonight.
My goodness, they'll be doing 2 minutes each. You'll have that many
Rob
players.
Burrows on holiday at minute, so he wants to come back in. I mean, there's some incredible players that come back into these teams, especially the Yorkshire one.
Well, Eddie Gardner going in. And it's 12-man the Yorkshire. Again, they're looking to get this ball out to his left side. And here comes Adrian Morley. Smile on his face each time he takes it in. Again with Gleeson. He's getting more and more involved, isn't he, Gleeson?
He's class though, Gleeson, isn't he? He was one of my favourite when I was kind of academy age, scholarship age. He was right in the former's game at St Helens, and he was just a class centre. He just wanted to play. Nicely
put over mid-air there as they're taking it in. Well, they're fanning that right out to that side. Again, looking in with Duran. Quick hands across that side. Numbers maybe. Briscoe operating on the wing. Steps inside, but it's a forward pass. And Sean Briscoe, well, in the end he comes back.
Just take your pick, I think.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Oh, Nick Cassidy, well there you go. That's a Legends game.
Yeah, good job we had the doctor come in. They tied his stitch in that.
I think he'd have preferred not to got it, really.
Yeah, I would have done, yeah, but you got to expect something coming back into it.
Well, it's always a tough game, rugby league. It's that balance, isn't it? You can't go in it too hard because you might get hurt, and if you go in it too soft, you'll get hurt.
Yeah, you can't go in half-hearted normally.
No, you can't, no.
Yeah, that happens in training. So normally when they say, right, it's 80%, you normally end up around 90, 100 anyway, because you just get too many little knocks and stuff and it just gets you mad. So you're best off just getting your head mentally around it, really.
Yeah. Speaking to Lee Crooks, who says he's the manager of Yorkshire, and he was telling me beforehand, he said that the hard part is that balance of how you do play it, really. You certainly can't, there's no way you can hide on a rugby league field at all.
I think it's who's looking at you tackling or who's tackling you. if Kyle Lewis running it, you've got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
Pretty much put the full body on the line.
I thought he'd been sent in the sin, then he's straight back on. Well, not to worry.
I like that. There's 5 minutes 15 left on the sin bin, but there's only 3.5 minutes left on the game.
Oh well. No discounted anyway, I don't think. A nice little kick through, Gardner takes it. He could do with a bit of broken space. This is speaking as a Lancastrian, of course. I'd like to get us back in contention. Just for about 3 minutes, really. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Lancashire got to score 2 tries, otherwise Yorkshire will have another victory. Plenty of scores, though, some good ones. Luloi, of course, Chev Walker, a length of the field try. And then a couple of touchdowns for Littler and Paul Wood in the second half before Gilmore has got in for what really does look the decisive try. Well, there's a little bit of stirring at some of these tackles. Out to Gardner now. Well, all very hurried. All very hurried.
Chasing the game though now.
Oh,
so
definitely.
just all a bit flat as well. Give themselves a little bit of depth there. There's plenty of space for them to go at. You can see what Adigan is trying to do. There's support outside and trying past him. So you won't expect them to be free flowing time in the combination.
No.
They probably had one training session together, and probably this team that's on the field right now probably won't train like this.
Well, the thing is, I mean, that when they've not played for a while, and the first session, I'm sure that ball was like a bag of cement. It felt to some of them at times.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, I don't want you to score another try, Yorkshire, because I think that would be an imbalance on the way the game's been played. Really.
Yeah, it would be a fair
But
result.
Wayne Price is not going to agree with that.
Oh, he'll want one. He's a good friend of mine, Wayne. He'll be desperate for a try.
Well, I just said he plays exactly like he's played. There goes Henderson. Ooh, just tackled. Great tackle.
Double move, wasn't he?
Yeah. Heaton again, Barry. I mean, Barry's strolling through it, isn't he, really? Oh, he got it alive again. Oh, he's in. And in he goes. Wayne Price, you said he wanted a score, and he got one.
Look at him, he's happy with that one. Little cartwheel flip as well there to finish.
Well, here we go. You can talk him through this one when we do see it.
Like you said, Barry Eaton.
There we go. Well, off the floor.
Got the one we played before, but then Ryan Hudson draws the defender, little post line, round the corner, offload to my mate Wayne Price. Spectacular finish.
Just a nice one, isn't it, really? So they get it, 30 points to 14. It's a comprehensive victory. And we got this kick. Nobody's rushing back, you know. They don't think this is going to. They think this is over, I think now. Barry Eaton's going to take this. He kicked all sorts of records when he was at Newsbury. And he comes. Little step. Kicks in, and 32 points to 14. And I think that's it all over. Well, what a good game in the end.
I enjoyed it, yeah. Really enjoyed it. It's always good to see these guys see what they're made of, and I know they're excited. This is some of the best bit as well, seeing them after and before the game, the build-up to the game, seeing these guys back involved in it. It's a special thing, really. It shows me as a player that hopefully I'll get to go through this kind of stuff as well and get back involved in the game as well. So no, it's nice to see, but for them to put the kind of bodies on the line as well is good, because they don't have to do this. I mean, these guys will have jobs, and like we said before, rugby league's a tough sport, and going into a game you don't know what can happen, but no, fair play to them. And there was some entertaining stuff there and some fun stuff as well.
Okay, well, thanks very much. That's Michael Shenton. Thanks for joining us here on Free Sport. More to come, of course, for the half-time score. House of York 32, House of Lancashire 14.
There's much at stake here for these two.
the sooner you... Oh, no.
Perfect.
So, some bozos entered your vehicle. Julian? Could have been anyone. Him. Them. Marigold. Anyway, you're probably thinking they wiped out your no-claim discount. But you're with Direct Line and you're not to blame. So unlike other insurers, you can claim and your no-claim discount is safe. I'll leave you 11 birds to it.
More food going to waste? You know, there is a way to avoid it next time. This Hotpoint fridge with day one technology helps keep food fresh for longer. Which means leftovers like this can be made into something as tasty as this. That's fresh thinking for forgotten food.
He's popped out. But if it's the home of your dreams you're after, maybe I can help. Here at the Halifax, we help all sorts of home buyers, even scarecrows. Oh, joy! What's that, Toto? Can I help Dorothy?
Oh, will you? Could you?
Well, I can't give you a mortgage. You're far too young. But I can get you home.
Oh.
Just do the shoe clicky thing.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Chinese Super League has over 240 matches, and they've never looked better on TV. The company China Sports Media is responsible for broadcasting all of them, using an experienced team of individuals who are very proud of the current look of the CSL as it broadcasts around the world.
We seek high-tech devices for better broadcasting. A game without a sky cam, a crane or a steady cam is not what I call high-level broadcasting. Apart from basic cameras, we add some others which can provide special angles of the game, like the micro cam behind the net and a high-speed camera. These cameras make the game more impressive and more attractive. Now, with more high-tech equipment, we need to keep pace with the times and plan some good shots. Technique definitely can promote our broadcasting.
All the broadcasting teams have the same goal, which is to promote the development of football in China and the league around the world. In the past 2 years, with the improvement of CSL, the quality of broadcasting is also getting better, and their hard work is really paying off in the shows they now make.
Lately, we have been working consistently, and this afternoon is the last match where we need to hold on. Especially, some controversies happen on the pitch. We discussed it last match. Zhang Zhixi faced a 12-match suspension, which is related directly to our slow-motion cameras, how we maintain that development of football, and how to deal with the incident, which is bad for football's development. But we have reached a deal if it happens again. We like to hold a fair and equal broadcasting standpoint when we produce a match. We wouldn't favour the home team and only broadcast shots which show them in a good light.
In order to guarantee a high standard of broadcasting, the Super League does its own quality control of China Sport Media.
I hold this year's CSL manual, formulated by China Sport Media. This manual stipulated where all cameras should be put and which shots should be played by the director in specific times. The director needs to deliver a good match by paying more attention to scenes and shots. We stay behind to judge whether they finish well. according to the manual, experiences we have gained for years in characteristics of football. We observe the programme and make a judgment.
按照足球比赛这个项目的规律、特点，那么电视呢，怎么能够很恰当的、非常好的给它反映出来？各个团队能不能做到这一点呢？这是我们来评价、来观察的。
As audiences grow, so does the demand for improvement in the coverage of the football they now watch in China. And the broadcast teams hope they're delivering what the fans want too.
2年的观看当中，也做出来一些精彩的镜头。精彩的镜头呢，让大家这个。
There are lots of excellent pictures over the past 2 years. Good shots that make us feel very excited. Like the Taijing derby, when Pato interacted with his girlfriend when he scored a goal. This was presented by a high-speed camera, which is very impressive.
对象2个人互相的这个互动的这个镜头，用这个超高速的慢动作表现出来，这个哎给大家印象还是比较深刻的。中超的整个信号制作，从视觉的观感上来。
Television production of the CSL has had a big improvement. Audiences may not notice the change because it is an unconscious process for them, but when compared with previous ones, they definitely see and feel the improvements.
So far, so good for China's sport media, who hope to continue their groundbreaking work covering the CSL for years to come and do whatever it takes to make the Chinese Super League one of the best on TV anywhere.
联赛的整体的价值提升，我们是希望从我们的本身的这个业务的方方面面都能对它起到作用。比如说
We want to promote the value of CSL, and I hope that what we have done can make an effect on it. This year, we have made a big change. CSL has covered more TV stations and new media. We have transmitted more short videos based on our abilities. I believe that the data about media coverage and the number of viewers must be better than the past.
观众的质量上，一定是比以往有一个非常大的提升。
全世界有96个国家，是我们中超的故事在哪里落地了。
There are 96 countries, and our stories of the Chinese Super League have a deep connection with China Sports Media. The company has done so much, and we feel so thankful for their hard work and aspirations to promote and develop football. I believe their hard work will give the CSL a better future. This year's competition is in good order, and I predict that next year will be even better than this year.
是健康、稳定、有序、提高的在进行。我估计明年会比今年更好。
I think as human beings, we are biologically designed to walk on this earth. The fact that we have an opportunity to fly just makes it an absolutely amazing prospect, and that's what's driven me. That's what ignites my passion about flying, is doing something that we really shouldn't be able to do. When you take off, when you leave the earth, the bad weather behind you, and you pop up and it's bright blue skies, it's just the most magical feeling, and I absolutely live for it. I had a brilliant time in the Air Force. For me, the Red Arrows was the pinnacle of, certainly in the military, of fast jet flying. You know, the precision, the discipline that's needed to fly well in close formation aerobatics. I put my name in and was lucky enough to get selected and spent an amazing 5 years on the Red Arrows.
He doesn't ever appear to be rushed or stressed. Very relaxed, but when it comes down to it, you know exactly where you stand, and I think that was true when he was leading the Reds as well.
My family play a huge role. We have a slightly weird setup in that my wife is also a pilot, an aerobatic formation pilot, so we're driven by very much the same things, but we also have a young family. You know, I have a 2-year-old boy and a 9-year-old daughter that clearly I'm going to miss. It would be great to see them more, but you know, they're as enthusiastic as I am about seeing Daddy on TV and racing around.
Hey Orson, what noise did the aeroplane make? Hey, that's brilliant.
He's very exciting to be married to. You know, the fact he's doing Red Bull now is amazing. So you never really know where he's going to take our lives next, and that's really exciting.
The biggest jump from being in the Challenger class, flying the extra aeroplane, to now coming to the Master class, flying the Edge 540 is it's a big performance jump. And now you get in this thing and you realise this is a thoroughbred. This is a different level altogether. This is a different level. The team is so important. We're very lucky that with the Blades aerobatic team, we already have that team in place. So it's a fairly easy transition for us to move that team into the air race as well. We're flying the flag for Britain, but yeah, big shoes to fill. We're following on in the footsteps of, well, Steve Jones, Paul Bonham, Nigel Lamb, yeah, a lot of world championships between that group of people. So yeah, no pressure. I'm never content to just do something unless you've done it to the best of your abilities. I go for a run, but I think I can run faster the next day. I'll get up the next day and I'll go and run faster. This is the same with the air race side. I throw everything into it to do the best I can, and I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity to do it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Second set. Lofty. Lob, that's easy. That's it. All. Mr. Medvedev challenging the call on the right far sideline. Ball was called in. Call stands. Mr. Medvedev, 2 challenges remaining.
It's a good service hold that from the Indian. Love 30.
Mr. Medvedev has 2 challenges remaining.
First serve after first serve went in. That was good enough to see him hold.
Low. Yes. Mr. Medvedev challenging the call, left base line, ball was cleared.
He's asked a question anyway.
Goal stands.
It's a waste of a challenge, that really, from Medvedev.
30 love. Love. 40-15. Thank you.
If he is to turn this match around here, Banbury, he has to hold serve here. 40 love and cruising. Peg back at deuce now.
Advantage, Bunbury. Deuce. Advantage, Medvedev.
It's a double break of serve now for Medvedev. Scoreboard pressure taking its toll here on the Banbury serve for the second time in this set. It's Medvedev, 4-1.
Love 15. All. 30-15.
Good speed on that serve.
Net for service.
Can breach that actually. You see 210, sometimes even 215 kilometers an hour on the Medvedev serve.
Net for service. Fitton.
Well played.
Ball change, please, new balls.
He has the momentum, he's on a roll.
Medvedev lead by 5.
And he has the confidence of the scoreboard now, Medvedev.
Mr. Medvedev challenging the call. Left service line, ball was called in.
He seems certain that serve was out. And there you go. Out by a good distance as well. Missed by Moscarella. Missed by the line judges as well. Well, since the trainers come on, perhaps that knee has just got worse. His confidence is certainly being eroded here, Banbury. Just look to mix things up there, moving in behind a second serve. But that was a bit of a bluff, really. Great angle, delightful angle in fact. Sets up his first match point. Didn't even bother to run that one down. Straight sets victory, 6-4, 6-1 in an hour and 4 minutes for Daniil Medvedev.
Route 91 was obviously a very traumatic event, not only for our city, but for the United States. Being that we are first responders and we did respond to that incident, I myself was attending the Route 91 concert. When the gunshots started going off, I initially thought it was the sound system or fireworks or anything for that, anything but shooting. And then very, very shortly after that, it was made very real what was going on. I went from an attendee to providing medical aid to those that were injured there. Everyone here had family members or friends that were there, so it also affected us personally. It is our duty, and we take pride in protecting our city. The inaugural game was 10 days, I believe, after Route 91.
Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Engeland!
Like all of you, I'm proud to call Las Vegas home. And I know how special this city is. Know that we'll do everything we can to help you and our city heal. We are Vegas strong.
His speech definitely, I don't know, spoke to the Vegas community for sure.
After October 1, they were here the next day, dropping off supplies, inviting us to games, honoring us at every game. Our hometown heroes, they do that.
Engine 201's official Golden Knights. Come on, man.
In the firehouse, everyone's close. These are my brothers and sisters that I work with. So having that kind of connection, which is to be Las Vegas Fire and Rescue, watching the Las Vegas Golden Knights go from startup team to now in the Stanley Cup, to say that we're not all just absolutely yelling, screaming, and enjoying every second of it would be anything but a lie. We work our butts off here, so when we're not, we're watching the game.
We won't do dishes until a period breaks. No one gets up. there's a new guy here or something from another station, and he goes to do dishes and the hockey's still on, you know.
Gentlemen.
To have something like the Golden Knights to stand behind is amazing, absolutely amazing.
Let's go and see a film with Meerkat Movies. It's one whole year of films with Meerkat Movies. 12 months, 4 seasons, the deal is all year long. It's a musical. I hate musicals. A whole year of 2-for-1 cinema tickets only for customers of Compare the Market. Simples.
Coming up this week on Transworld Sport. We're on the high seas as sailing's Volvo Ocean Race reaches its business end.
We hang out with American ski cross star Tyler Wallish.
In Vietnam, we find out more about the skillful